What is up, guys? We are back at it. I know it has been way too long, so I just got a new job. I went through a very long, extensive training. That is what I've been doing for the last month. I'm tired, for real. You know, now that we're through that, we're back to the grind. I don't have to be so busy, I guess. Very long days. We made it. We're finally through it. My new job opened up yesterday, so we had our grand opening. It's a good new start, so we got to get back to the YouTube grind. We're coming back strong with a great video today. We do have 5 more watches coming in tomorrow, so I'm gonna show you guys the next video, obviously. Let's stop wasting time. Let's get right into this watch right here. I've had this for a while. I wanted to get a good wear out of it so I can get a good feel for the watch before I did this video. Let's just open it up. So obviously here we have a Seiko. So here's the tag. I just have this all back here. We got a Seiko certificate. Here's what I'm sure we all came here for. We got a nice gray box, you know, nothing special. Boom, look at that. So here, guys, we have the Seiko 5 GMT. We have my first Seiko. You know, I've never really been a huge fan of Seiko. This watch here really caught my eye. I believe this is the cheapest GMT, true GMT you can find on the market. That's kind of what drew my attention to Seiko. I've been wanting to get a GMT for a while now. Finally, I found a nice quality Japanese movement. So this watch retails at $475, but nowadays, I ordered this one off of Amazon and I was able to find this watch for about $350, I think, after tax. For the money you're paying, this is an amazing watch. There's no denying that. Whether you love Seiko or hate Seiko or only wear Rolex, you cannot deny that this is a bad watch for $350. Like, you're getting a true GMT with an in-house movement, and it's obviously an automatic movement. And this is probably the cheapest watch that you can find with an in-house movement. That is kind of what drew my attention to this until I can afford a real Rolex GMT. I think this will do until then, but the movement on this watch is really beautiful. It's got that nice red GMT hand on there. And honestly, I could just watch this seconds hand spin all day long. Like, it just looks so good and moves so smoothly. And the bezel actually does move, so you can actually move it here. You gotta spin it all the way back around. That is one of the beautiful things about this watch. And another thing that grabbed my attention, we got the open back on there, which is a wonderful touch. I always love to see that on automatic watches. And so on this watch, they use 24 sapphire crystals, and it's got an in-house Japanese automatic movement with the GMT bezel. And I believe the bezel is 42.5 millimeters, but it honestly doesn't look that big because of the GMT. It definitely adds some circumference on there. And we also got the Jubilee bracelet on there, which is a wonderful touch. You know, they were definitely trying to go with the Rolex vibe, but I think it's an amazing watch either way. And one of the great things about it is they have so many nice styles for the watch. I personally went with the yellow one just because I already have an orange watch right here. I really wanted to get the orange face, and I might still end up getting that too. I just got a couple other watches I want to buy first. I think this would definitely be worth getting another one. I really enjoy having the GMT bezel on there, and with the yellow face, it has a great touch of red with the red GMT hand. Starting off with some positives on the watch. Well, here for the bracelet, we've got a nice clasp that you use over. Taking links off of this was super easy. I did it all myself here. And it was too short, so I had to add a link on, and then it was too big. But it's nice having this micro adjustment. It's really easy. I just use a push pin to just push it out. You can just adjust it. And so that made this fit perfectly. So this is perfectly sized, which not all my watches have that micro adjustment. So this is a great touch to that. You know, just a beautiful watch overall. They got the two-tone polishing on the wristband, and the bracelet is very comfortable. I really haven't had any issues with pulling hair or anything with this watch. Really, no complaints that are that serious. I'm gonna get a little nitpicky. The only negative, well, I think there's two negative things that at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. It's your preference. So the water resistance on this watch is only 10 bar. You know, I shoot for 200 just to be safe to swim in it. So I am going on vacation soon. I was really hoping I could swim in this watch, but unfortunately it will not be happening. And it also should have a screw down crown. So the crown is not screwed down. It's just, you just pop it out like normal. So that is another red flag. I would not risk swimming with a watch that is under 20 bar water resistance. And if it doesn't have a screw down crown, I would just be careful. I don't want to run a watch, you know, and really what matters when I could wear one of these G-Shocks or this Belova that's a Marine Star. And then the only other negative thing about this is, I'm sure everyone knows how the Rolex has clicking when you move the bezel. This one sure doesn't. It is really stiff. I really haven't had any issues with it moving, but you know, it would just be so satisfying if it had that click to it. That is the only two negative things I have to say about this watch. Everything else has been wonderful. I've been really impressed with it. It's just a joy to wear it. Like, Seiko really didn't make any shortcuts when it came to this watch. And especially now that they're even on sale for $330, you cannot go wrong with an in-house automatic movement with a GMT functioning bezel. So you can keep 3 different time zones on this watch for only $300. Like, you could find some for $300 on there. It just kind of depends what colors, but they have so many colors. I'm sure it's kind of hard to tell with this, the camera, but there is also the 2-tone bezel, just like the new Rolexes with the black on the top and then the gray ceramic at the bottom. The only other thing that, well, I don't really care. This doesn't have any scratches. I've been wearing it for a month. It's still in immaculate condition. There's just a hard plex crystal. It's not a sapphire crystal on the glass. It's not the worst quality from what I've heard. Definitely not as good as a sapphire. I can't really complain. The finish on it is really nice. I believe that is what they were going for, is to get the correct finish on the bezel and the GMT function, but it really is a wonderful watch. I buy watches to make me happy, and whenever I wear this watch, it makes me very happy. It just puts a smile on my face every time I look at it, and that is what collecting is all about. That's what watches are all about. That's what clothing's all about. Shoes, all of it. You should do it to make yourself happy. I don't care what none of y'all got to say. This watch is a wonderful watch for $330. But what a beautiful watch. That yellow pops so much on it, and it's nice because it has the red touch too. That is gonna be what I'm gonna have a whole bunch of stuff to wear with. Look, we brought the yellow out today just for this video. I just thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button down below, and be on the lookout for future videos. We got a huge unboxing coming. Well, it should be tomorrow, but you guys will probably be seeing it a little bit later. But we are back to the grind, so please hit that subscribe button to keep supporting the channel. I appreciate you guys so much. And until next video, I'm gonna see you guys then.